This is We Are All Evangelizers and whatever else is on Deacon Eric's mind. I'm Deacon Eric, and this is what's on my mind today. Is quality time still possible? Can we find quality time in our lives, or are we too busy to even create it? The concept of quality time came up at an Average Joe's meeting recently, spurred on by a reflection from noted Catholic author and speaker Matthew Kelly, who said, "If you want 20 minutes of quality time with someone you love, schedule 3 to 4 hours with him or her. And chances are somewhere in that middle of the 3 or 4 hours, you will find 20 minutes of quality time." In Kelly's opinion, relationships thrive under the conditions of carefree timelessness. So if you want that 20 minutes of quality time in our busy world, we need to carve out a larger block of time within which there can be meaningful exchange. The quality time is not scheduled, but the framework for it is. Just a couple weeks ago, my wife asked me on a Saturday what we were going to do on Sunday afternoon, since nothing was scheduled for that time block for the first time in several months. I said, let's go to Lake Michigan, have a walk, dinner, and watch a sunset. We can return in time for you to work your shift at St. Vinny's on Monday. So we drove down to St. Joseph to avoid much of the Canadian wildfire smoke as we could, and though not specifically designed, we did find several segments of quality time while we were there. We walked, reminisced a bit, because we did live in St. Joseph for 3 years, right after we were married, and we haven't been back there. We also quietly watched children play on the carousel on the beach for about a half hour or so. We quietly watched the boats come in and out of the channel from Lake Michigan. We listened to the community orchestra for a while and dined in an outdoor restaurant along the lake. Then we watched the sunset from a bluff along the street from our hotel. Now, some may say the whole 22-hour period was quality time. Others may see one or more of the segments of it. The bottom line is that we lived Kelly's carefree timelessness. It's important to note that this is not a plan that's limited to human interaction. We should have this type of relationship with Jesus. First Friday, adoration is a good place to start. If we carve out an hour on First Friday, we may find ourselves having a quality block of time, maybe 10 or 15 minutes, when we are listening intently to our Lord. In doing so, we put aside our cares and our worries and connect with Jesus' heart to Sacred Heart. Now, in the spirit of truth about which I expounded here last week, a quick overnight trip in search of quality time, such as I just outlined, is not part of my normal persona. I'm much more likely to respond to, what should we do Saturday afternoon with, I'll finally get to watch a Tigers game from start to finish, than to say, road trip. Now, Sundays will never be the same. Just a month before football season starts. Uh-oh. This is We Are All Evangelizers. I'm Deacon Eric, and that's what's on my mind today.